Dr. John Clark became an internet sensation a few months back when he recorded his H1N1 rap. The song won him a contest held by the Department of Health and Human Services to raise awareness about flu prevention. Well, now the health hop doctor, as he calls himself, has a new rap. This one he will be performing today about psoriasis, and we are happy to have him back. Dr. John Clark, thanks so much for coming in.
Yes, thanks for having me.
So you're a family physician from New York, and you also rap. You've been rapping since 1992, right?
Well, actually, since I was 8 years old, which is 1979.
Okay.
I don't mind giving my age. And as I grew up, you know, I loved rap and I wrote it. And when I went into college, I studied music and I started doing music production in '92. And in 1997, when I was a resident, the idea came about, can we reach teenagers with asthma using a rap song? So I was able to produce a song, and we did a study, and the feedback and results showed that this is something that could be effective.
Why do you think it has been so effective, especially with the younger people out there?
Well, what it is that young people gravitate towards certain cultures, and today hip-hop is a big culture among adolescents around the world. And often you'll see that parents and adults don't really gravitate towards hip-hop, and that's why young people do. Part of the normal developmental process for adolescents is gaining independence, so they gravitate towards things that adults don't. So hip-hop is a great way to reach them.
All right, so this one is about psoriasis. Yes. Tell us briefly why psoriasis for this particular rap.
Through the H1N1 contest, I did an interview on National Public Radio, and a parent of a child with psoriasis actually heard the interview and sent me an email and asked if psoriasis was an issue that I could address. And I said, sure. And I was contacted by the National Psoriasis Foundation, and I met with them, and we went over what were the key points, and then I wrote and produced the song.
So let's talk about some of the lyrics in the song and actually the actual condition itself, psoriasis. Now, I know it involves the skin. How does somebody get psoriasis? What causes it?
The cause is not truly known, but it is genetic. So usually parents, they'll pass it down. As far as the disease, there's certain things that trigger it, like smoking, foods, different things. So each individual patient over time will be able to identify what are their triggers. And it's important that anyone who has it or thinks they have it see a physician, especially a dermatologist.
And it creates some scaly areas on the skin, some rashes, and it can be quite painful, right?
Right, it can be. And there's something called psoriatic arthritis, which is a type of arthritis that's associated with it. And the actual mechanism by which it occurs is the skin cells, usually it's a 21-day cycle, and the body normally sheds the skin cells. But with psoriasis, they grow rapidly and the body doesn't have time to shed them, and that's why you get the buildup.
So as a doctor, what do you do for a patient that has psoriasis?
There are various treatments. There's creams, there's also oral medications, there's systemic, there's injections, there's light therapy. So the issue is, and why I say it's important to see as dermatologists, is that they would be able to assess you and really identify what is the best course of treatment.
Tell me this, out of all the songs, because how many songs now have you done? How many raps?
I think 40. I counted the other day, about 40 songs.
40 raps. Did you ever at one point think, wow, I never thought it would get this big, there'd be that much response to what I do?
I mean, I thought that it possibly would, because from the time I made the first song, which was on asthma, there actually was some media coverage. There were some articles in the paper. And whenever I've done presentations, people always say, wow, we think it's a great idea. So I thought someday it may get attention. And, you know, through the H1N1 is really what caused a lot of attention.
How long does it take you to write a rap? I mean, are you just maybe in traffic or on the train or something and think of a lyric, or do you actually sit down and it's a whole process?
I sit down and it's a process, especially with the health hop, because I first researched the topic to make sure that the information I relay is accurate medically. And then I try to identify the best approach to reach the audience. And for example, with smoking, something called extrinsic motivation is a way to reach teens. That's when you focus on issues like bad breath and brown teeth, which is the name of the song I have. And that's a way to reach them. Whereas adults, it's more intrinsic motivation, where you focus on the possibility of getting lung cancer and long-term illness.
And we know that you can get your raps on iTunes. And I mean, have you ever been in a place where you overhear your rap being played somewhere? I mean, has it gotten that far yet?
That hasn't happened yet, but I'm hoping that does happen. And I have a website, healthhopmusic.com, and also CD Baby and iTunes people can access the music.
Well, very cool stuff, very great information, and we know that this is probably not your last rap, so this is definitely something that we'll take in this time. Thanks for all the information on psoriasis, and now why we're all here, Dr. John Clark.
Have to get into MC mode.
Get your shades ready to go. He's going to play us out. Thanks, Doc.
Yeah. Dr. Clark getting nice with this, repping on the mic with this, health hop providing this, weapon for a scientist to cock back and fire this, lesson on psoriasis, no it's not contagious, never spreading like a virus is. You don't need to be afraid of those who get it, there's no way to catch it and there's no way to spread it. It runs through families, that means you inherit. It runs through genes, that means it's genetic. It's autoimmune, so take my poetic advice and not contagious, once again I said it. No one knows the cause or why it brings drama, maybe cavernous phenomena caused by skin trauma, after strep throat, earache, or tonsillitis, respiratory infection, or if you're getting bronchitis, diet, medications, allergies, or stress may cause the psoriasis. Psoriasis is genetic, it's not contagious, no you can't spread it. Dermatologists can treat it, help you beat it, ease and relieve it. Psoriasis is genetic, it's not contagious, no you can't spread it. Dermatologists can treat it, help you beat it, ease and relieve it. Psoriasis is genetic, it's not contagious, no you can't spread it. Dermatologists can treat it, help you beat it, ease and relieve it. Psoriasis is genetic, it's not contagious, no you can't spread it. Dermatologists can treat it, help you beat it, ease and relieve it. Psoriasis is long term, yeah it's chronic, intermittent, comes and goes, periodic. You see it on the skin, bleeding on the skin, red patchy silver scales need treatment on the skin. Cracked up, burning, dry, sore or itching with a mild symptom or severe condition.